My name's Bob Canon. I'm one of the brewers at the Boston Beer Company, makers of Samuel Adams. We taste every day here at 10:30 in the morning. Our motto is you can't drink all day unless you start early. Everybody in the company gets 2 cases of beer a month. It's kind of an allotment, so yeah, it's quite nice. Everybody who finds out that you work for Sam Adams wants a case of beer, everybody. I came into Boston Beer Company as a temp. I actually got a call to come down here, and I just happened to know something about their computer system. I just worked on another system just like it, and I finished the job I finished my responsibilities in a day, and I told them that I was finished and I was going to leave for the day, and they said, well, we'll find something else for you to do tomorrow, and they gave me a 6-pack of beer, and I've been here every day since. I had done some home brewing when I was younger, and I liked full-flavored beer. I attended university in Ireland, and I learned to appreciate different beers, and when I moved back to America, the domestic beers that were available just weren't fulfilling my taste requirements, so I started looking for other beers. And I started out just working here in the brewery in Boston in Jamaica Plain, washing kegs and filling kegs, and worked my way up from there. When we started, we were a microbrewery, but we quickly surpassed the 15,000 barrels a year threshold. And craft brewers are brewers that use traditional ingredients and traditional methods to brew their beer. In the summertime, people like lighter, maybe more refreshing beers, more quaffable, that are a little bit less satiating, that are a little bit less full, whereas in the winter, people gravitate towards more full of flavored, bigger bodied beers. They also certainly accompany the foods of the season. A lot of people think of wine as the perfect accompaniment to food. Beer actually has more flavor compounds. Wine has, I believe, 700 known flavor compounds that have been identified, whereas beer has over 2,000 known flavor compounds. It's actually a much more versatile accompaniment to food. We here at this brewery in Boston, a big part of our job is creating new brews. We will sit around a taste panel and say, hey, I tried this style of beer and we've never brewed it before. We would like to brew it. Does anybody have any ideas? Can we put together a recipe? Can we get some ingredients? And it starts from there. It just starts from sitting around a bull session at the taste panel, and then we will look for the raw materials. People are very interested in extreme beers right now. Extreme beers are noted for their intense hop quality or high alcohol content. We feel responsible in part for the whole birth of the extreme beer movement. In 1994, we made a beer called Triple Bock that was 17% alcohol. Certainly New England is one of the leaders in the craft brewing revolution. There have been a lot of breweries in this area, and the general public has a good knowledge of beer and beer styles in this area. I am a member of the Master Brewers Association of the America, and there are various chapters around the country, and we belong to the New England chapter, and they have quarterly meetings. So every quarter there'll be a meeting at a different brewery, so we'll get to visit different breweries. And I have friends in breweries all around the country, but particularly in New England. I know folks at Harpoon and Smutty Nose and any number of different breweries. I have brewers who are friends, and people do help each other. It's actually a pretty good industry to work in, and people are very friendly. They are trying to push the envelope and see. Beer was very narrowly defined for a long time, and now people are saying, well, what can we make with beer? It is a very elegant beverage, and again, America's leading the way. American brewers are trying to push the envelope and discover what beer can be, not just what it was.